Hey everybody, I'm Aaron Simmons. This is Philosophy for Where We Find Ourselves, December 17th, 2020. So I decided this afternoon to go for a little spontaneous hike. I was going to go, 5 or 6 miles up by a river I'd never tried before, and checked the weather before I left my truck, and it had a 5% chance of rain. Well, that 5% chance has now turned into a 100% chance, and I am huddling, you can see, under as much cover as I could find, and still getting wet. I've been hanging out here probably for about 20 minutes. I'm about 2.5 miles from my truck, and so I can't decide if it's better to try to make it back to the truck and get wet on the way, or just hang out here and let the rain pass and continue on in the journey. Well, while I'm sitting here, it started me thinking about the importance of lived Stoicism. Stoicism, as described by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, etc., argue that ultimately what we've got to do is be able to restrain our will in relationship to that which we can control. So it'd be very, very, very tempting right now to be extremely angry and frustrated by the fact that it's raining, but there's nothing I can do about the rain. All I can do is affect where I am amidst the rain. So I've tried to put myself in the best position I can to stay as safe as possible during this little winter shower. But there really is no reason to be angry, to be frustrated in extreme ways, because that does nothing to change my situation either. What's really remarkable about Stoicism, and why I think it's been such a popular philosophy, especially this year during the pandemic in 2020, is that it reminds us not to go quietly into the good night, not to become pacifists when it comes to what matters, but instead to remain firm and committed to what matters, regardless of what the circumstances are that we face. It invites us to be intentional where we are, to be where our feet are, we might say. And in doing this, Stoicism is an unbelievably practical way of life. Now, it's got some problems. It can sometimes be a little bit too close to a sort of resigning oneself to the idea that nothing can be done. But I actually think that's a bad reading. It's not about resigning yourself that there's nothing you can do. It's about reminding yourself that you can't do everything. And so be purposive, be intentional about what you do in relation to what is likely to yield the results that you seek. So today, maybe practice some Stoicism wherever you are. I hope you are not sitting under a tree hoping that the rain quits soon, but wherever you are, in whatever the situation, there is something that you can do where you are. And so be intentional, be purposive, and try to avoid the anger that comes from not being able to do everything, and then gets in the way of doing anything at all. I wish you well. Stay safe, stay dry. I'll see you next time, unless the piano falls on our heads.